went to my work multiple times. I had to hide in the dental ops. He chased me down Medina base with a knife, and then he told me he was gonna kill me.
Martinez, can I have parties announced?
Jim Wheat for Ms. Martinez.
And are you Miss Martinez?
Yes, ma'am.
You entered a plea to count 2 of robbery. You entered a plea of guilty. Count 1 was waived without objection. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 6 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. The state is opposed to your application for community supervision or deferred adjudication, and there's to be restitution, if any, to the complainant. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Judge, I'm reviewing right now.
Defense, have you reviewed?
Yes, Judge.
Any objections to the PSI report?
No, Judge.
All right. Defense, do you have any witnesses?
I'm just Ms. Martinez, but first I'd like the court to review a couple of letters of support that I've shown to the state.
Is this the supplemental?
No.
Have you had a chance to review the supplemental report? And I can tell both counsels, the court just saw the supplemental report, but the court has not reviewed the supplemental report. State, you're opposed.
Yes.
State, do you have witnesses?
No, Your Honor, just the evidence that was stipulated to.
All right. Defense, any other witnesses?
Yes, we'd call Tiffany Martinez.
All right. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Tiffany Martinez.
All right. Defense, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Martinez, I want you to give the judge a little background on yourself and then also to talk about this incident that you've been charged with, right? Now let's start with sort of your childhood growing up. How was your childhood? How would you describe that?
So I was in CPS. I was abused as a kid. I didn't have the best relationship with my dad. And so I was just back and forth with my mom, my dad, my grandma.
How was your dad? How did your dad act towards you?
He was abusive.
In what ways? What else?
Verbally abusive.
Okay. How long did that last?
I think that was maybe about 5 years old up until I got taken away, which was 14.
When you were taken away, where did you go?
Went with my mom to live with my mom.
Did you live with your mom the rest of the way through school? And was that part, at that time when you moved in with your mom, were things okay at that point?
Still trying to adjust.
What kind of adjustments were you making right then?
Trying to adjust to the new lifestyle, from being abused and I guess manipulated and stuff. And my mom's household wasn't like that, like my dad's. So I was still trying to adjust to the change.
And I know you're very nervous, but just take your time and we'll answer these questions and go through it. Was your mom more strict on you than your father?
She wanted the best for me. She wasn't mean to me like my dad. She didn't abuse me like my dad. She was hard on me academically, and but she wasn't nothing like my dad.
Were you able to complete school?
I did, yes, early actually.
Where did you graduate from?
Southwest Academy.
After that, were you able to find a job and work?
I went to college, yes.
Okay. Where did you go to college?
Concord Career College.
And what did you get a degree in?
Dental assistant.
And then after that, were you able to get a job and employment?
Yes, I did.
Where did you start working?
Right in dental and orthodontics.
Now, at some point in here, I know that you got married.
We were in the process, yes.
Okay. And who is your husband? His name?
Santos Hernandez, but we're not like officially married
Okay. How long were you two together?
since I was 14 years old.
And along the way, did you have children with Santos?
I did, yes.
How many children?
I have 3.
How was your relationship with Santos?
It's good. I lived with him like at 17, I want to say. And we've been living together ever since.
Okay.
And the relationship was always good.
Was there a point going back to 2022 and 2023 where you and Santos were not having a good relationship?
Yes, we were.
Okay. Why was that?
He was always gone, and our relationship kind of was fading as far as like there was no like affection or anything, and it was just kind of more like of a friendship at that point.
Were you working then?
I was, yes.
Where were you working?
I was still at, I was at Recess Dental.
Okay. And what were you were working as a dental assistant?
I was the lead dental assistant.
Okay. Now, during the course of that time period, that maybe 2021 through 2023, somewhere in that range, did you become acquainted with somebody named Roger Mims?
Did
Okay, and how did you meet Roger?
went to high school together.
And what kind of relationship did you have with Roger?
We were friends first, and then we pursued a relationship.
At that point, you were not with your husband. As you pursued the relationship, what kind of relationship developed with Roger?
It became very abusive. Became manipulative, scary,
Okay.
but not really what I thought it would be.
When you say abusive, I know there's some very specific things that he did. Did he ever threaten you?
He did, yes.
How?
More than one time. He went to my work multiple times. I had to hide in the dental ops. He chased me down Medina base with a knife, and then he told me he was gonna kill me. And then there's just been multiple incidents where he was abusing me, and because I tried to leave and he didn't let me.
Okay. Going all the way back to 2021, was there a time where he said he was going to blow the head off your baby daddy?
Yes,
Was there a time in 2022 where he assaulted you and threatened your life? Was there a time in 2022 where he stole your wallet and car?
yes.
Okay, describe that for me.
I was working out at the gym. I had called in to work that day because he told me he was gonna go to my job and embarrass me and got in my tires and mess up my car. So I called in and I told my manager what was going on, and I took the day off. And I went to the gym. I was working out, and then he comes in and enters, and I'm hiding in the men's restroom. I didn't want to go into the girls because I was just more safer in the men's restroom. He then still trespassed into the gym and he got me. And then the members were trying to help and they called the police. And then I was outside in the parking lot and he beat me up. And he took my phone, my car keys, and my wallet. And he took off. And he took my house key.
Was there also a time in 2022 where he did flatten all your tires with a knife? Was there also a time in 2022 where he took a brick and busted out the driver's window on your car?
Yes.
How did that happen?
said before, I couldn't never leave him, and every time I tried to, he would just threaten me, and he would actually do whatever he said he was going to do. And so he lived close to each other, and he just followed. He got a break. He followed me, and he busted my windows, and I had just gotten that vehicle.
Now, were there numerous other incidents with Mr. Mims?
Yes,
Were you aware that he had a long criminal history? at
I
that
did.
time? You do know that now after we've talked about your case?
Yes,
Now, going to the time of this incident, were you still with Roger?
we were not together, but I felt like I was just had the not so much of a relationship, but the communication for my safety, because he said that if I don't talk to him, that he's gonna still do all these things that he was doing to me. So we were still communicating, but we were not together.
So, on the day of this incident, how did you come to be with Roger?
I picked him up, went to his house, and we were just talking about like everything that was going on, and as far as like my relationship with Santos, and Santos was supposed to be watching the kids that night. And he wasn't, so I vented to him.
At this point in your life, were you drinking
I was,
more than you should?
more than I should.